So, as you've done this investigative reporting and you did this article, what else stood out to you while covering it? I mean, what has left an impression on you as you've covered the story?
I you know, throughout the reporting process of this, I had, chats with my editors that, like this really kind of seems like a big deal. And I think I'm vindicated there by just, the report's kind of blown up. Other outlets are covering it. It's getting a lot of conversation online, this new information. And I think does go to the transparency issue. This is not the only, piece of information. Congress has passed laws. There's a 2023 law that, hey, um, the feds, you got to declassify everything you have on COVID origins, to an extent responsible. And just this week, I believe it was the Energy Department put out a report that with just absurd levels of redactions, we're not getting the transparency that we need on COVID origins. And um, you know, this this is a these potential illnesses, to be clear, we don't know if it was COVID-19 or not, no, from these seven service members. The report speculates that it could have been caused by other respiratory illnesses. We should know the military should have tested these
Mm-hmm.
guys after the fact. If they had COVID antibodies, that would have indicated that perhaps they did actually get this virus in China in October of 2019. It's just it's bewildering to me that as an investigative reporter, all the time, the timeline is really important. Like when did something happen? When did you know it? What do you know? And it either they intentionally or just didn't think to ask like, hey, we've got this global pandemic that broke out in this particular Chinese city, and it just so happened that we had seven of our guys come down with very similar symptoms of this virus in the same city 2 months before the outbreak of the pandemic. We don't, the report doesn't disclose when the military found out about these illnesses, which is what I really want to find out. Did they not even ask, did they not even reach out to these guys and confirm these illnesses? Like, how long was it? Was it a year, 2 years? Was it under the Trump administration, the Biden
Right.
administration?
Right.
I mean, it could just be like gross negligence.